There's skulls and skeletons.
Jeffrey Dahmer is recalling his monstrous past. Almost 2 years ago in this little apartment in Milwaukee, police discovered the grisly remnants of one of the most horrible crime sprees in American history. Jeffrey Dahmer, an unassuming chocolate factory worker, would eventually confess that he had seduced, murdered, and dismembered 17 young men. He even ate some of his victims' body parts.
Hello, today I'll be sharing the story of Jeffrey Dahmer, one of the most infamous criminals in America. Jeffrey Dahmer, often referred to as the Milwaukee Cannibal, was a notorious American serial killer and sex offender whose crimes spanned from 1978 to 1991. Dahmer's early life was marked by social isolation and a fascination with death and taxidermy, stemming in part from a troubled childhood and family dynamics. His criminal activities began with the murder of a hitchhiker and escalated over the years as he lured numerous men to his home, where he would drunk sexually assault and ultimately dismember them, often engaging in acts of necrophilia and cannibalism. Dahmer's oppression in 1991 came after one of his attended victims escaped and alerted the police, leading to the discovery of gruesome evidence in his apartment. He was subsequently charged with 16 counts of murder, to which he pleaded guilty by reason of insanity. However, the jury deemed him sane, resulting in a sentence of 15 consecutive life terms. Dahmer's crimes highlighted significant issues within the criminal justice system, particularly regarding to handling of marginalized community and the effectiveness of probation. His life and criminal career ended when he was murdered by a fellow inmate in 1994. Dahmer's legacy continued to provoke discussion about morality, mental health, and systematic failures in law enforcement, particularly following renewed public interest driven by media portrayals, including a controversial Netflix series. Jeffrey Dahmer had a troubled childhood. He was alone and fascinated by dead body and taxidermy. He collected dead animals and insects, often displaying the animals' heads on stacks behind his house. In high school, he was shy, isolated, and acted strangely to gain attention. His parents' divorce worsened his situation as both moved away and effectively abandoned him, leaving Dahmer completely alone. Jeffrey Dahmer committed his first murder in 1978, killing a hitchhiker named Stephen Hicks. After nearly a decade, he began killing again in 1987, targeting men he met at gay bars. He would drunk sexually assault and dismember them, often keeping skull or body parts as souvenir, and later engaging in cannibalism. In 1988, Dahmer was arrested for sexually assault of a 13-year-old boy, but received only probation. Despite this, he continued killing. His crime continued until July 22, 1991, when one victim, Trey Edwards, escaped and alerted the police officer, found gruesome evidence including human remains and photos of dismembered bodies, and Dahmer's apartment, leading to his final arrest and the end of his killing spree. After his arrest in 1991, Dahmer pleaded guilty by reason of insanity to the murder charges. The jury found Dahmer sane and guilty on all 16 counts of murder. Wisconsin did not allow the death penalty, so the judge sentenced Dahmer to 15 consecutive life sentences plus 10 years on all counts. Dahmer was sent to the Columbia Correctional Institution to serve his time. However, on November 28, 1994, Dahmer was beaten to death by another inmate.